Hello everyone, it's Patricia and welcome to my Scentsy Empties for the month of April. I have my bin here and it's full and I'm going to sort through it. Now, if you guys have watched my channel at all, you know that I like to go through things that are currently available. Then we go through retired bars. Then we go through bring back my bars, then other items. I also do a quick rapid fire tester round, so I go through those scents very, very quickly. And at the end, we always have our question of the month. So let me go sort through my items and let's get into it. Now, this month I kind of had a theme. I wanted to use up some old packaging, so you'll see a little bit of old packaging, but I also wanted to work a little bit on bricks. So I do have one finished brick here, but I made sure I completed a few others. So I'll get to that, not completed, but completed a section. So I'll get to that when I talk about the bricks. Now, the reason I like to go through my empties in this kind of format is because I'm hoping that by watching this empties, you'll either be able to make better informed purchasing decisions, or you may learn about a scent that you want to vote back and bring back my bar, or you may learn about a product other than wax that you never really thought to use. So let's get into it. We'll start with the current bars. So I finished up an old packaging of Newborn Nursery. Now this one here is basically described, I'll read you the scent description. It's fresh, clean, and powdery. This dreamy scent evokes memories of cradling your little ones. Yeah, it's a very strong baby powder type scent. I did give one of the cubes to my sister to try, but I finished up the rest. It was pretty strong. I didn't mind it so much. Some people do not like it because it's very strong on the baby powder. And then other people are absolute crazy about this scent. So I will be getting another bar of this. I do rather enjoy it, so. The next scent I went through is a new release, and it is Now and Zen. So this one here is basically grapefruit and chamomile. And I'm a big grapefruit fan. This one here, I didn't absolutely love, but I definitely enjoyed. At first, it's strong on the grapefruit, then that kind of fizzles out, and then the chamomile, I feel like the chamomile lasts a very long time. I found this one a pretty solid performer. I'm not sure if it'll stick around, but I did rather enjoy this. I may or may not repurchase this. Yeah, it was pretty good. That is Now and Zen. I finished up kind of more of a fall type, winter type scent, but I really love this scent, so I finished up a bar of apple butter frosting. And as you can see, it tints, this particular scent definitely tints the back of the clamshell yellow, which doesn't bother me at all. So this one is described as cinnamon spiced apples and vanilla buttercream. And it's a very soft, vanilla sweet scent with that apple butter. Apple butter is when they cook apples down and the scent gets concentrated and concentrated. But it's not very noticeable like a fresh apple. It's more like a cooked apple with a gentle cinnamon vibe. I really like this one. If this one ever retired, it would definitely be going in my Scentsy club. Now I would say it's probably medium on the intensity, but it does last a fairly long time, I find. So that's apple butter frosting, a definite repurchase for me. And in the spring and summer releases, it was a new release last year, but it came back. I finished up a Rainforest Bungalow. Now this one is described as emerald, palm frond, lemongrass, and aloe flower. It's very fresh, green, clean, vibrant. It almost smells like a little bit like grass with like an exotic twist. Like there's a little bit more to it than that. This one here I put down in my open concept zone. It did very well initially, and then it just fizzled out. And I have tried it in other areas. It does very well initially, and it dies off quick. So I don't find this one very long lasting. But if it was a better performer in terms of longer lasting, I would definitely purchase more. One thing I really like about Scentsy is you can usually say it lasts a long time. This one, not so much in my home anyway. So the brick I finished up this week, I'm going to call it a buddy brick. It says shimmer, but you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, the top part is kind of tinted yellow and then the bottom looks regular. So the reason I call this a buddy brick, because this was actually sugar and this was actually shimmer. I kind of shared this with someone initially. So I'm not going to talk a lot about sugar because as I film this video, Tester Tuesday is being voted on and sugar is one of the options. It's doing very well. So we're probably maybe going to review that for next week. But I'll definitely let you know, I love sugar. It's basically cotton candy and lemon drops. And it's basically kind of like a pink sugar blend. It's very, very nice. I love sugar. Shimmer, I like a lot. I'm definitely team sugar. Now, I'll read you the scent notes for shimmer. It basically says cherries, apricots, white musk, and spun sugar. Now, the thing about shimmer is it doesn't seem as strong, but it lasts a very long time in my warmers. So I can put this on and let her rip for days. So yeah, if you love long-lasting, feminine, sweet scents that don't smell like fruit, but they smell more like perfume, a soft, gentle, teenager-like perfume, or, you know, go into the bars when you're just early allowed to go to the bars, then pick up a shimmer. It came back because it's great. So I always joke around, I say shimmer is a winner. Now the other bricks that I made sure I completed a line. So I describe this as a line. I completed cinnamon chai latte, which I really, really like. I completed a row, we'll call it a row, of sea salt and avocado, which I really, really like. I completed pina colada cha-cha, strawberry daiquiri disco, and I feel like there's another one, but maybe I'm forgetting. Anyway, so I was working hard on getting some of my bricks, you know, because you want to give attention to all your wax. You don't want to just ignore your bricks. You don't want to ignore your old scents. You want to kind of melt everything. So speaking of melting everything, let's go into scents of the month. I finished March 2019 scent of the month, Make Waves. This is Icelandic Water, Dewy Greens, and Apple Blossom. Now this one's a different kind of scent. It's strong. It definitely does well. It's very aquatic and oceanic, but it has like a cologne twist that creeps in, but also has a floral twist. So you get a little bit of everything. I find the cologne just edges out a little bit of that floral. But yeah, this one here is one that I think if you put it in a bathroom, you might even want to start with half a cube and then go up from there because it's strong. And in a small zone, you might want to start low and go high. Okay, Sugared Strawberry, April's scent of the month. So this one is a beautiful red wax. I describe it to me like a strawberry sauce, which is basically fresh strawberries with sugar added and lemon juice. So the sugar addition definitely does, it doesn't give it a candy vibe, but it definitely gives it a sugary vibe. So does it smell like pure strawberries? Probably not. It smelled like sugared strawberries. I think it's pretty accurate to the name. I definitely like it. I don't love it. I definitely like it. It would be a great mixer. So yeah, sugared strawberry. I think that one's probably going to sell out before its time frame. That's just what I'm thinking. Let's go to old packaging. We'll kind of go through these a little quickly because they're no longer available. This one is Sugar Bells. It was in the Scents of the Season collection. I'm not even sure what year. This is Finely Spun Sugar, Vanilla Bean, and Honey Chestnut. Not a favorite of mine. Something about it reminded me a little bit of, yeah, I don't even want to say what it reminded me of, but not a favorite of mine. I did try to mix it with some coffee scents to change it up, but yeah, I would not be repurchasing Sugar Bells. It was fairly strong for what it was, so it's always the way, isn't it? Star Fruit and Pear Nectar. I love the color yellow. This was a yellow wax. It's basically star fruit, sugarcane, and tangelo, which is kind of like a form of citrus. So nowhere in the scent description does it talk about pear nectar, but I definitely do smell pear. And this was one of those scents that you put it in the warmer, and I was kind of surprised at how well it did. I really liked it, and it was a little stronger than I was expecting it to be, probably like medium. So yeah, I did enjoy that one. If it was around, I think I would pick up another bar. Citrus Garden. This one is lime, Meyer, lemon, and thyme, but really it smells like pink grapefruit. I go through these every once in a while because I have a boatload, because I like grapefruit scents and my husband hates them, so I usually go through Citrus Garden when he's not around. So this one is very similar to pink grapefruit. Poinsettia Pine, another Scents of the Season scent. Now this one here, it has pine in the name, and let me just read you the scent notes. Sparkling pomegranate, tangerine, evergreens, amber, and spice. So it's got a little bit of everything. To me, it's very fruity, like a fruity, tangy, predominant vibe, and then you get a tiny little bit of tree, like a tiny, tiny little bit. So if you have some of this kicking around, give it a smell. You may find that you could warm it this time of year and get away with it, because I don't know, I don't get a ton of tree. That's just me. Okay, I finished up a Grapefruit Sunshine. So this was Scent of the Month last year. I believe it was it June? Perhaps June 2018. This one reminds me a lot of apricot vanilla, but with a grapefruit vibe. So it's kind of like a soft scent, very creamy and yummy and gentle, but pleasant. I think this would be great if company was coming over, even though it has grapefruit, because it gives it a nice, clean, fresh scent with that creamy vanilla vibe. Yeah, I like this one. Basically, it's citrus, pink, grapefruit, and vanilla. I finished up a strawberry champagne truffle. This one is no longer available, except for, I think it's still around in the scent circle, but this was from January of this year. The scent of the month, it has sold out. Now, I still have a few bars, maybe 3 or so, I'm not sure, in my little Scentsy closet there. I don't know, I'm a little perplexed with this. The scent notes are fresh strawberries, creamy vanilla, and champagne. I don't really get champagne. The truffle on the description implies there's like maybe a white chocolate vibe. I don't really get that. I basically get like a very waxy, lip chap type light strawberry scent. Light strawberry scent. It's not very strong in my opinion. I'm kind of surprised this one sold out. I don't get the appeal myself, but if you like this one, then check with some of your local consultants. They may still have some of their Scents of the Month bars kicking around. Because if you didn't add it to your Scentsy Club before it went away, then you can't get it. Okay, we're going to go over through this. No one ever uses a phone. One moment. Sorry about that. It was actually great that I answered because it was the local hospital calling about my son's wheelchair. It needs to go in for some maintenance. Anyway, let's get into this wonderful scent. It is Ice Hotel. If you watch Tester Tuesday, you know that I don't love this scent. I finished it off in my open concept area. I'll read you the notes. It's blue mint, Arctic pine, and winter citrus. I basically, when warmed, picked up like a body odor, armpit, not pleasant kind of smell with very heavy cologne. It wasn't as bad in my open concept area because when you think about it, when you're in a big zone, scents don't seem as concentrated. So sometimes that's kind of nice for something you may not like. And I wanted to kind of test out the waters and see if my family said anything. And they did not say a word. So that's interesting. So maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Anyway, I still don't really like it, but that's Ice Hotel. So it's an old scent. Don't worry about looking for it. You won't need to. Let's go bring back my bars. I only have 3. This one's an old packaging. Like I told you, I'm working on old packaging. This is Key Lime Tortilla. I picked this up at a flash sale, I believe, either in the fall or summer of last year. It's basically lime and kiwi. It was very, very enjoyable in terms of I loved the scent, but I couldn't smell it the greatest. Maybe I got a dud, but this was extremely soft for me, so I was a little bit disappointed in that one. French Kiss is basically in my Scentsy Club for now. I'm not sure if I'll keep it there, but it's sweet fig, coconut pulp, cedar, and caramel. I go back and forth. Do I like it? Do I love it? Do I like it? Do I love it? I don't know if I like it enough to keep it in my Scentsy Club, but I'm definitely going to get another bar, I believe, next month, I think, when it comes, and then I'll kind of make the judgment call. This was one of the ones that my husband damaged when he tripped all over my Bring Back My Bars that time. And I last finished up a bar of cashmere, which is Moroccan Jasmine, Lily of the Valley, and Bergamot. This one is a very soapy, fresh, clean scent. Again, I go back and forth. This one, do I like it? It's just kind of average for me on scent appeal. I don't know. Like, it depends on my mood, I think, if this one's going to fly with me or not, but that's cashmere. It definitely seems to last quite a while. So if you like scents that last quite a while, I'm sure you're probably a fan of that. Okay, so let's move into the rapid fire tester mode. I wish I had a way to put a little timer on the video. I'd put like a 1-minute timer and see if I could go through them all. But anyway, and I don't think I included this week's scents, so, but I can talk about them because they're fresh in my mind. Lots of testers. Some of them were Tester Tuesdays and some of them were not. Okay, let's get going. Cinnamon Bear is spicy cinnamon. I tried that in my open concept area because I wanted to test it out for the open concept warming video. It wasn't quite as strong as I was thinking it was going to be, but it was pretty intense, kind of like an astringent cinnamon. Red Candy Apple. I finished up a tiny tester. That one I've covered before. It's pretty medium on the scent throw, medium long lasting, or maybe slightly less than medium. Wasn't a standout for me. It has many scent notes. I'll add them down to the bottom there. Havana Cabana was in Tester Tuesday. It's a very soft scent in my opinion. Not one that I'd recommend unless a customer really likes soft scents. It has pineapple, banana, berries, and orange. Apricot Vanilla was also a soft scent, but I would recommend this one because the scent appeal for me was really nice. It's Heirloom Peach, Apricots, and Vanilla Ice Cream. And I have yet to try a more recent bar, but Rhiannon from Keep It Simple Scents, I believe. I hope I didn't screw that up. She suggested trying a more recent bar. You may find it a bit stronger. Sparkling Black Plum was Tarocco Orange, Black Plum, and Blueberry Champagne. That one, Tarocco Orange is like a blood orange, and I usually love that kind of scent. To me, it reminded me of like a blackberry orange marmalade type vibe. All You Need Is Love was in Tester Tuesday. It was coconut sugar, creamy vanilla, and Bang cherry. It's basically a very rich, sugary scent. I don't really get a lot of the Bang cherry, but I do really enjoy that one. And it was probably a little bit stronger this year than when I tried it last year. Ice Hotel, I already covered that. Let's move on. Mystic Magnolia was magnolias, green leaves, rosewood, and amber. That one, I couldn't really smell the greatest all the time. It was like one of those like fake out scents. Sometimes I would get a good gist of it and sometimes I wouldn't. Probably would not be a repurchase if it was still available. It is retired. Lemons and Berries, it's also a retired scent, but it often comes back and bring back my bar in the voting at least. It was strawberries, red currant, and citrus. So very similar to sugared strawberry in the notes, but slightly different proportions, heavier on the citrus, on the lemon vibe. Skinny Dippin' is a currently available scent. It came back. People are happy about that. It's green apple, melons, and pears. I get a lot of cantaloupe. It's well loved, puts me in a good mood, but on occasion I get like an overripe fruit smell with that one. And this week's scents they were Raspberry Bush was the second one, and it basically reminded me more of a pomegranate with a pine influence. Kind of more like a winter scent to me, and I could definitely smell like that pine influence for days. The other one was, am I going to have a brain freeze here? What's the other one? Summer Sunshine. Oh my gosh, I love that one. I loved it, but it was light. I wish it was stronger. It was kind of a very nice, creamy, tropical, yummy scent, and I could see it in a body care line. It was just really nice. The more I smelled it, the more I loved it. Okay, so that's Rapid Fire Tester Tuesday. So speaking of testers, I gave a challenge last month to anybody that has testers, probably more so to consultants, but I asked you to warm 10 at least. I mean, obviously I warmed a lot more than 10, but I have an advantage because I work on Tester Tuesday. But I warmed more than 10 that were not in Tester Tuesday. I think I warmed, oh, and I also warmed pineapple sorbet by mistake because I started warming pineapple sorbet. So I do struggle with pineapple scents, but I did warm some of my bar of pineapple sorbet in my daughter's room, and it did very well. In my room, it didn't do as well, the testers, so I'm not sure if it's the testers or my room, but I can keep going. If it comes back in another Tester Tuesday, I'll give a very thorough review. But yeah, so if you are a consultant, please comment below how many testers did you warm. I'm eager to see how everybody did. And obviously mini testers are easier to go through than party, but anyway. Okay, let's get on to the other items. I don't want this video to be too long. Do we have any oil fans out there? I finished up 2 mini oils, so let's go through those. Passion Fruit Bamboo Flower. So these are 5 ml size bottles. If you're a consultant, you can get a trial kit, and that way you can try them out, you can sample them out. So this is basically bamboo flower, passion fruit, and red guava. So this one, it was all right for me. I would not repurchase this, but I liked it okay. I find you can really smell the guava and the passion fruit now that I know that that's what's in it. Okay, and the other one I finished up was actually from last year's summer collection, and it is called Mas Margaritas, and I'm probably not doing great with my accent, but I'm trying. So this one here, the notes are on the inside of the little package, and I love these collections. It's basically Mexican lime, grapefruit, and vanilla. Yes, I love lime. Yes, I love grapefruit, and yes, I love vanilla. So you can probably guess that I love this. But guess what? It's not available, so unless it comes back, this is it for me. I love it. It's very nice. It's very vibrant. So those are the oils that I went through. I'm trying to go through some of my oils, and I feel like oils don't get discussed very often, so, you know, that's just unfortunate, but it's the way it is. I finished up a couple items in Clothesline. I finished up the laundry liquid and one 16-ounce package of the washer whiffs. So the laundry liquid to me was the, yeah, it definitely has the Clothesline smell, and the washer whiffs are pretty intense with Clothesline. Clothesline is a very strong white floral laundry type scent. It's a boomer. And in the laundry, it does very well as well. So there's a little story about this. If you want to hear about the story, it's more so with this type of scent, but you can watch my non-Scentsy wax empties to hear about the story. So I might take a break from Clothesline for a little bit just because of that story. For Scentsy Go Pods, I finished up a Luna, which is a well-loved scent. Yeah. I'm probably one of those people, it's just kind of in the middle for me. Sometimes I really like it and sometimes I'm not loving it so much. But I did bring a Luna bar to a local customer. She said she really liked bakery, fruity, I forget what she said, but more bakery, soft bakery. So I brought a whole bunch of soft bakeries for her to smell, but I picked up a Luna just to kind of throw in because, as you know, it's a very big seller, a top seller, maybe even the top seller. And guess what one she picked besides her bakery? She really loved Luna. She said it's her favorite now, so. Okay, I finished up this. I already finished up the other one, but this month I finished up a pink haze in my Scentsy Go. Now this is an older pink haze. It wasn't the one that I picked up in the flash sale. Yeah. So this one has a lot of like a marshmallowy fondant, a little bit of berries and nectarine. I had this going at my work. We probably had like 5 or 6 workers there one day because we had a reduced staff, and everybody liked it but one person. She didn't really like it very much. So yeah, but everybody else commented how nice it was. And I don't know if you can see, but the beads inside there are very orange. So I think I got my life out of this one. Scentsy Go for me is my favorite method for car so far. I finished up one of these soaps. This one here is basically citrus, pressed lavender, and oak moss. These are big. They're very hard. They don't lather up a lot, but they last a long time. They're no longer available, so we'll just whiz through those. My husband finished 2 car bars, kind of, and I finished 1. I finished Atlantic Air, and I find this one, as you hang it, at first it smells, then it stops smelling. So what I did was I kind of shoved it in the vent of my car. And I don't really mind if the oil touches the vent, but it could damage that finish, so just be aware of that. But once I did that, I could really, really smell it because it was basically kind of like acting like a Scentsy Go pod, where the fan was kind of spreading it through the air. So yeah, if you don't mind risking that, you can kind of jam it in. If you want to see exactly what it looked like, I have a post on Instagram. My husband finished up 2, but one of them he just left in the car because he's just lazy like that. So Christmas Cottage he had finished up a while back. This is a very cinnamon heavy. It's got some oranges and a little bit of, yeah, this is a very well-loved scent. And I think he was okay with that one. And he also used a Clothesline. I asked him how he liked Clothesline. He didn't really say it was a standout. Now, one thing he definitely likes in the car bar is Blueberry Rush. So unfortunately, that's no longer available. It's always the way it happens. So now let's do this month. We're going to talk really quickly about question of the month. So basically, April showers bring May flowers. So I want to know from you guys. I'm going to actually introduce a few florals into my scent lineup next month. But I want to know if you guys warm florals, because florals, we have some in the lineup, but I don't know if they sell the greatest. So I want you to comment below with regarding floral scents. Do you love them? Do you like them, but at the same time you don't really gravitate towards picking those very often? Or do you absolutely detest them? And if there's ones that you really, really like, put them in the comments below so other people can give them a try. As always, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. Hopefully you got something out of this video. If you did and you like Empties videos, give me a thumbs up. That way I know you like this kind of content. It's actually my favorite content to watch and my favorite video to film. Also, if you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. So take care, and I will see you in the next video.